Is it clear? We got a lot of background lights at the window. There's no more trees, man. By the way, if you didn't realize, there is no more trees anymore on the outside. Because 1 year ago, there used to be trees, right? In fact, even like 1 month ago, there used to be bunch of trees out there. If you see my old YouTube videos, you can just see a lot of trees out there. It's peaceful. It's very natural. But bye bye, bye bye trees. This is my new haircut, by the way. I just got it like a week ago, and I'm just done with few of my works today, some of my tasks. And I'm here to tell you about how weekends are your advantage. What do we do on weekends, especially as young men? What do we do? As students, we go to school. We go to school Monday to Tuesday to Wednesday to Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then suddenly it's like you have the whole day of Saturday holiday and you have the whole day of Sunday holiday. Okay, maybe sometimes Saturday you go to school. Okay, fine. But Saturday's classes are actually short. If you're like for the majority of the schools, Saturday's classes are actually short, right? We get a lot of free time. And right now, if you are one of those, sadly, if you are one of those people who just indulge in video games, indulge in watching random fucking movies during weekends just to have fun, because it's been a long day of work now, I'm finally gonna have fun. Guess what? Without knowing, when you end up in a job, you will end up in a rat race because you don't use your weekends to your advantage. If you are a student having fun, which isn't fun, which I'm gonna talk about on the weekdays instead of just working on your future, then you would be that motherfucker who is in a job but still doesn't use the weekend at all because fun, right? You want to indulge in fun activities. Now this is a big question here. The the big decisions to make, because we actually want to have fun, don't we? Saturday, Sunday, we actually want to have fun. Why? Why do we want to have fun? Why is it that every weekend we play a lot of video games? Why is it that every Sunday, every Saturday, when there is no school, we just fuck up with our sleep? We sleep as much as we like, as long as we like. We don't want to wake up in the weekends. That's what everyone do, right? That's what your friends do. You know this already. And chances are, if you're watching this, maybe you have also been following that. You have been fucking up on the weekends, and then suddenly it's Monday. Oh yeah, I don't want to get back to school again. I wish it was holiday. Shit, man. There is this assignment that the teacher gave me. Come on, man. The reason you are doing those fun activities in the weekends is because you went through all those bullshit. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, they were all classes. You did a lot of works, classes, a lot of note takings, a lot of learnings about the subject that you might not even want to be studying, like maths, science, social science. I mean, nobody gets this internal motivation to study those science or social science subjects, do we? Maybe in rare cases, in rare times, maybe you get that sudden weird desire to study science, like that, the digestive system. Yeah, but that is like a very rare case, right? But we never want to do the work that we're doing, which is studying, going to school. So which is why we try to cope that up with like fun activities, which aren't actually fun. And like I said before, I'm gonna talk about that. So we think we deserve having fun in the weekends. We think we deserve to play 1 hour of video game in the weekend. We think we deserve to sleep for 1 hour extra in the weekends because we've been through all of this bullshit throughout the week. Guess what? Because you indulge in weekend, because you try to balance out, because you struggle throughout the weekdays, and then you try to balance it out by having some fun in the weekends. You will never escape the cycle if that is the case. What do I mean by escape the cycle? Escaping this cycle means you literally, like, preferably working on a side hustle or a business or even like a side part-time job that can give you money enough so that you can just leave the work, leave the school, or live in alignment with your purpose if you have one. Or if you really like the education system, which is very rare, then sure, on the weekends don't take rest. There is no reason to do so. I don't think most people are gonna understand this because most people are just good with your life, like playing video games, indulging in instant pleasure activities, instant gratification activities instead of doing those good habits. But the fact is, we young men, we have ambitious goals, don't we? We want the women, we want the girl, we want to look good, we want to live weight and get bigger. But then it's like we can't seem to take action. Guess what I said in the beginning? We young men. Which means there's not only you wanting that good physique, that high status, that money that you want to make, that women that you want to get. There are thousands, like not even thousands, like there are millions of men like you chasing for the same achievements. And if you are wasting your life away through the weekends and not using the weekends to your advantage, guess what? You're gonna spend your whole life doing nothing. Imagine these two like people, right? The first person, he does nothing in the weekend. He doesn't work on his shit in the weekend. He wastes his time, eats junk food. What do you say? Watch random Netflix movies. He doesn't work out. He watch countless of Instagram reels, sleep late, wake up late in the morning. Doesn't wake up, oversleeps, doesn't do any shit in the weekends. He is a student, and the second person is also a student. But guess what? Every weekend, he doesn't care if it is holiday or if there is no holiday from the school side. He works anyways. He is busy lifting weights. He is busy studying. He is busy working on his side businesses. He is busy learning how to become more charismatic and improving his personality. He is busy, styling himself. He is busy becoming a better person, journaling and meditating. Those are their weekdays. Now, whilst this guy is spending 0 hours in the weekends improving his life, this guy is spending at least 4 hours improving his life in the weekends. In 1 month, guess what? While this first person who has done nothing has spent 0 hours improving his life in the weekends, this motherfucker whose life is still like him but he is putting the effort to improve on weekends, after 1 month he has just spent like 4 multiplied by 4, 16 hours purely on improving himself. Bro, imagine 16 hours purely on working on his side businesses, on studying, on personality development, on learning skills, on learning how to become more productive and focused, and how to have higher testosterone and good health and good relationship. Here is a motherfucker who is learning about that. A weird advantage develops after like three months, after like a year, because after 3 months, guess what? 16 multiplied by 3, what is it? 8, 1, 2, 4. After 3 months, the second guy who has spent effort, hours of his time in the weekends to develop himself, has spent like 48 hours, purely 48 hours, 2 days on improving his life. Well, this person, he has spent none, 0%, 0 hours. In fact, he has even gotten worse and worse. So as the time goes on, this shit only multiplies, only like gets more and more. The gap between this motherfucker, this mediocre motherfucker, and these guys' progress in life, their progress in life, gets a huge gap in between. Because the more the time goes, the more this guy is getting better. the more this guy is getting worse or even remaining the same. Even if he's remaining the same, guess what? The gap is still creating. He is going to achieve the success that he wants, and whilst this guy remains the same or even worse, he gets even worse. I've posted this community post on my YouTube community. You're either on an upward spiral or you're in a downward spiral. You cannot be like both. Maybe you can switch between one and other, which I'm gonna explain, but you cannot be both. So upward spiral, downward spiral. So you get what I'm saying here. When you're in an upward spiral, going up and up and up and up, that just means that you're getting better and better in life. It could be one of the silliest things that you did, like yesterday, or even day before yesterday. After a very long time, I trained for boxing. I did some heavy bag work, boxing. That workout alone, in a weird way, because I've never done it for a long time, has improved my focus and productivity in the work that I'm doing here. This is why I'm here on this live stream at a very weird time of the day, which I am never doing live stream in the fucking afternoon when there is no school, doing it on like holidays, live stream. Guess what? I'm on an upward spiral. It's because I worked out very nicely in a flow state boxing that I became more productive, that I was able to get my tasks done, that I was able to meditate, that I was becoming more focused, that I was getting obsessed with my goals and up and up and up and up. That is the upward spiral. And guess what? Even though you're going on an upward spiral, you can still get to a downward spiral. I'm gonna explain you just that because this is where most of us are. Sadly, this is the truth. This is where most of us are. So, downward spiral. You get worse and worse. When you are getting up and up and up, most of us, what we do, we get comfortable. You know, maybe you give your exams at school and then you're waiting for the results. Oh, hopefully I pass. And then you suddenly pass. You get good grades. You get excited. You get too comfortable. So all of those hard work that you have been doing have been going away because then suddenly you are eating that junk food by celebrating. Okay, fine. Just a small act, right? Yeah, fine, fine. I mean, you deserved it. So you eat that junk food. It gets worse because that junk food is finally kicking in. It has a lot of sugar in it. So you have like the brain fog. Your brain is like foggy. You can't even concentrate on your studies now because you have eaten that cake for your celebration for getting good grades. Now you cannot even study. Boom. You're getting worse and worse. Because you're not able to study, you're not able to get things done, which means you are losing focus and you're losing your self-esteem and you're not able to get things done. Your tasks are stacking up, unfinished tasks are stacking up, and you're getting more stressed because of that. You're getting worse and worse and worse, and before you know it, you've just eaten another junk food again. And because you feel bloated, you decided to watch a Netflix movie. Worse and worse. And after you watch a Netflix movie, you just remember about like, yeah, that old movie that I used to watch. Damn, I want to rewatch that movie again. So you watch another Netflix movie, and then before you know it, you're ending up in a very weird website. I'm talking about like Cornhub. You're ending up on those websites. You have just jerked off. You got worse and worse. Now you've just jerked off, but you cannot get enough of it, so you do it twice. You jerk off twice, worse and worse. You pop your pimple, even worse, because you don't get confident of yourself, worse. What was an upward spiral of getting good grades has become now a downward spiral, all because that fucking cake got inside of your body. How cool is that? Not cool, but how chaotic is that? Just by that consumption of that cake, that one day, because you decided to celebrate because of getting good grades, has fucked up your life. Because unless you change from here now, unless you switch into the upward spiral, which I talk about mostly in this channel because I know you motherfuckers need this upward spiral more than ever. Unless you do that, you get even worse and worse. The gap creates, the gap gets boom, 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 wider and wider. Hmm. So, whosoever is watching this right now, like there are at least 5 people in this live stream, right? Just comment down below. What spiral are you on right now? Are you on this upward spiral or are you on this downward spiral? Because the beginning of changing what we are is to be first aware of it. So it would be fucking awesome if you could just identify whether you are getting better and better, even slowly and slowly, or getting worse and worse in life, in alignment with your purpose. For me, I'm in an upward spiral. Small wins causes these spirals. Small wins. How do you get small wins? Use the weekends, man. Get that advantage. Imagine a life, okay? You're still going to school, doing your daily activities. Monday you went to school, you came back, you went to tuition, you studied some few hours, and then you just slept. Tuesday you did the same, Thursday, Wednesday you did the same, Thursday you did the same, Friday you did the same. Saturday you went to school, you came back. Now you know there is holiday. There is no more school tomorrow for one day. So even if it's just one day, you decide not to fucking waste it. You decide this is your fucking advantage in life. This is how you beat your competition. So you decide, yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna sleep early this Saturday. Like today is Saturday, okay, for example. So you've just came back from school. You decide, like, yeah, I'm gonna go to tuition. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna sleep early. I'm gonna wake up early tomorrow in the Sunday morning. And then right as soon as I wake up, I'm not gonna oversleep. I'm not gonna watch my phone reels. I'm just gonna act like it's just another normal working day. And I'm gonna work not on the school now because school is holiday. I'm gonna work on my business. I'm gonna work on my side hustle. If you're doing a YouTube, I'm gonna work on my YouTube. If you're learning some skills, if you're reading books, I'm gonna read that book. I'm gonna learn that topic and master it for the whole weekend. Or even if you're very interested in studying for school, science, fine. I'm gonna use my weekends to study whilst all of my friends they are busy oversleeping during Sundays because Sunday is their holiday, right? The grind never stops for a man. If you're a man, you understand it's player versus player, right? Because Andrew Tate has said this. You already know this. It's player versus player. How do you get that car? The car that you want to buy, the house, the land, everything in this world. Not everything, but okay, fine. Some resources are scarce in this world. The money. Okay, money is abundant. Fuck it. Fuck the money. The land, the house, the women, they are scarce. Maybe even some cars, maybe even some watch that you want to buy. That's success. That position that you want to achieve in society, that status that you want to get yourself to, that position that you want to earn yourself in the world, that is fucking scarce. You know why? Because lakhs, like thousands of people are competing, millions of people are competing for that same position that you want. And you are out here, you still want to play video games in your holidays. Is that what you want? Do you want to fucking lose by your competition? Your competition who decided to spend 4 hours on his weekend over a period of time consistently. Do you want to lose by that guy or do you want to become he who can, he who does? Because you gotta decide this early on in life. You know why? Because the gap only gets more wider. The difference between the man who does zero work in the weekend and the man who does 4 hours of work in the weekend, Sundays, one day, just one day, 4 hours for the rest of his life. The difference is only getting huge and huge over time. If you are in this section of men who are putting in the work even during the weekends, You don't need to worry, even though you're just doing it for 4 hours, even though that might not feel like very significant for that period of time, because you don't have to worry, because yeah, the time will be in your favor. But if you are not in that section of man, and in fact if you are in the section of doesn't put in any work in the Sundays, in holidays, waste holidays because it's holiday, right? Then you gotta be fucking worried right now. You gotta be fucking worried. The gap is only becoming wider, and you cannot see, like, you can just close your eyes and think about the world, right? Millions of people, millions of men, player versus player. They are grinding when you don't, even though you cannot like see it with your eye, but you can kind of like see it with your imagination. You know there's a guy working when you are not. You know there's a guy working on his business. You know there's a guy on live stream when you are out there jerking off. You know there's a guy listening to Andrew Huberman's podcast while there's your friend still, while you are out there with your friends still partying and eating junk food. You know there's a guy watching Yokiwi's live stream while you are out there fucking watching some random shorts just to get some entertainment. You need to take this seriously, and I mean you, because your parents aren't gonna do it for you, your mama, your papa isn't gonna do it for you. Beta, up आपका जीवन up बदलना पड़ेगा भाई. Okay, I just say it in Hindi because I live in India, right? You are the one who are gonna change your life, no one else. How do you fucking wake up? When you were a child, your mom wakes you up, fine. What happens when you get older? There is no mama anymore to wake up, brother. There's no mama anymore to wake you up. There's no mama anymore to pack your bags. This is not for you to complain that, oh yeah, yeah, where is my bag, mom? Where's my food ready, man? You need to take the responsibility to get ready, to get back up, to fix your life if it is going in a downward spiral. Small wins, brother, small wins. Clean your table, clean your bed, make your bed, clean your floor. That's how it all begins. Your table right now, how messed up your table is, this is a reflection of how messed up your mind is. Like, if you could see my table right now, it's kind of like not very okay. It's actually pretty decent, not very messy. My taxi is out there, my laptop is out there, my books are out there. The boiling teapot is kind of like out here. The books are out here. I'm using some stuff on the middle of the table. It's kind of arranged, and that reflects my mind. The moments when I'm fucked up, I'm like, I don't know what to do with my life. When my tasks are all getting fucked because I'm not being able to do, I'm confused what to do first. That is the moment when I look at my table and I realize, damn, my table is actually messed up. Your table reflects your mind. If your mind is fucked up, messed up, if you don't know what to do with your life, if you're like, oh yeah, I want to do this, but no, I also want to do this. Oh no, I want to do. It's like your table gets messed up. You can just observe it. I guarantee next time your mind gets fucked up, your mind gets messed up, look at your table. Because we spend most of our time on our table, right? Look at your table. Or even like in a very macro level, look at your room. Chances are, if you are feeling very lazy, unproductive, and if you've been feeling very messed up, uncertain about what to do with your life, demotivated, your room is fucking messed up as fuck, right? Great. Great. If your room is messed up, great. If you feel fucked up, great. Because that is not as bad as not as bad as you think. That is an opportunity that life is giving you to fix it, because it can only be fixed if it's already broken. The moment you take the effort to fix it, guess what? You train the skill of taking action. This is where it begins. This is where you gain momentum. This is where you are like, cleaning your bed, and then suddenly you feel productive about yourself, because your confidence increased because you just clean your bed. You just gain a small wins. Upward spiral. You clean your bed, you feel more productive. Now you want to clean your table. You clean your table, now it's arranged properly. Now you get more like less friction to study, so you get to studying. You get to studying even if it's just for 30 minutes, you get your studies done. You feel more productive, your tasks are getting done, your confidence and self-esteem is skyrocketing. You're getting on an upward spiral. It's been such a good day that you decided to clean your floor too. Now, since your floor is clean, now you can hit some push ups on your floor. Now you take some bad cold shower. Boom. Getting up and up. And you decided to clean your bedroom too. Boom. Your room is clean. Your confidence is increasing. Everything is hygienic. You're seeing more yourself as like a hygienic person. Your self image is that of a hygienic person, not that of a person who fucks up anymore. So you get this upward spiral just because one time when you wake just because that one morning when you woke up you decided to clean your bed for 10 seconds. What is that one action you can do right now that can give you this upward spiral? Because this upward spiral will also give you the momentum so that you can have the sort of right mindset, that personality, that courage to work on the weekends. Well, everybody is not. This is why sometimes you gotta learn how to go to the restaurant alone. You gotta learn how to walk alone. You gotta learn how to do things alone sometimes. As much as people hating the Sigma shits, I don't support Sigma or anything like that, but I believe even though you are better off with social circles, I believe you should still have the capability to go to the restaurant, to go to that cinema hall alone and watch that movie that you want to watch, eat that food that you want to eat in the restaurant alone. Now, I'm not saying you to go and do this, but you should have the ability to. This ability is possessed by a person who is like sort of independent, self-sufficient. Because if you could just imagine like a fucking kid or even yourself, you couldn't just imagine yourself going on a restaurant, right? Everyone is looking, oh, why are you alone? And then you're out there, like in the restaurant, like with your close body language, and then you're kind of hunched over and you're kind of scared because people are looking at you. You're alone, you're not safe and secure. You've been not working out for a while, so you don't feel confident. You don't even know how to fight because you didn't watch my boxer's beginner guide. So you don't feel confident. There is thoughts boggling you. People are thinking at me. People, what will people think? People will think I have no friends and all that. So you don't have the confidence to do it alone. But you came to this world alone, right? You don't have any friends. You came to this world alone. So even though it's best for you to do it with others, with your social circle, you should still, even in the period of celebration with your brothers, with your cousins, with your tribe, you still like have this ability, this courage to do things alone if needed, if necessary. That is what I want to tell you. And it's been almost 30 minutes that I've been speaking here now. Here is me on a holiday, spending 30 minutes of my time improving my skill of speaking on the camera, and which I know will compound because this is not just one time shits, right? Maybe after some few days I go on a live stream again. I talk for like 15, 20, 30 minutes again. And I'm doing it when today is no school, right? I'm not fucking making excuses because the people who thinks that yeah, today is no school so I will do this. Today is no school so I will do this certain habit. Today is no school so I will live my day in a certain way. Okay, but if today is school then I would have to live differently. You are living differently based on the external circumstances. Do you realize? This is you being externally driven. Okay, suppose right now nobody is watching my live stream. Okay, zero people because maybe it's very long live stream so far. I'm not influenced by that. I'm still here speaking like how I was in the first minute. Maybe my throat is becoming dry, and maybe I need to drink some waters after some minutes from now. Maybe my battery is dying, but I'm not letting that affect the thing that I do. I'm internally driven. Just because you have holidays on the weekends doesn't mean that you live differently. Because if you decided to live differently, then why didn't you otherwise when there was no holiday at all? Think about that. Think about that. Because most of us, we don't. Brother, like, my lower back is fucking sore since last night, because yesterday I did boxing, brother. Head movement and shit. I let my younger brother punch me again so that I can sleep the jabs, jab, boom, boom. You cannot life you cannot let life happen to you. You gotta happen to life. If you decide that you're gonna spend 4 hours working every single day, regardless of if it's holiday or not, you do it anyway. If it's school, you come back from school, you do it. The 4 hours of work. Okay, 2 hours if it's too extreme. 2 hours of work. If it's holiday, you do it anyways. If there is no school, you live as if there is school. Now, this is if you like the idea of schools, right? If you like going to school, you live your holidays as if it's school. You are at home, but you wear your uniform. You wear your uniform, and then you're like at the school timing, learning that subject, learning that thing. You gotta be consistent with the routine. Just because suddenly it is a holiday doesn't mean that your routine changes. You should be living the routine that you want to live, not the routine that school gives you. But if what school gives you is part of your routine that you want to live, then it's fine. Compromise, adjust. But you should be living everything to your true purpose, because if not, you're just wasting your life. You do realize we just have one life, don't you? You do realize that we are like one person in 7 billion of people at one specific timeline, one amongst the multiple multiverses. And we're out here letting life push us around, letting the other people's desire push us this way. Just because there's holiday, I decide to oversleep. Just because there is holiday, I decided not to, work hard today. No. You realize it is player versus player. You've been watching my videos so far, live stream. You know, under upward spiral, downward spiral, you have identified where you are. You know what you need to do. Small wins. Start with your table. Start with cleaning your mind. Start with the small wins. You know all of that now. You gotta live with purpose. You gotta align everything with your purpose. You gotta align with your life with your purpose every single second of your day. Every single minute, hours, every single morning should be aligned with how you would want to live your life. Because if it is otherwise, if you're not living your day depending on your purpose, the thing that you really, really are obsessed about, then you're just a feather in the wind, waiting to be pushed away by life. You don't want to be tossed around anymore. At least have an idea. From the moment you wake up and open your eyes, from the minute of it, write every single details down. For me, example, 4:30 wake up, 4 to 6 direct deep work for 1.5 hours. Then I take my cold shower. I do whatever I need to do for 10 minutes, like 10 to 15 minutes. And then after that, 1.5 hours, which is 1 hour and 30 minutes of deep work again. Boom. And then I get ready for school. I go to school. I come back home. And as soon as I come back home, I hit a workout for like 30 to 1 hour, 30 minutes to 1 hour. And after that, I take my bath for 10 minutes. And then after that, I eat my food for 15 minutes. Then I go back to 1 hour of deep work. And I just take 10 minutes of rest, freshening myself. And then deep work again, 1 hour. If it's tuition, I'm gonna go to tuition. If there is no tuition that day, I'm gonna stay home anyways. I'm gonna read books anyways. Because I'm obsessed with my life. I've aligned my life to my purpose, the purpose thing that I'm obsessed with, to the point where now my life is my purpose. And guess what? I'm obsessed with my life. I'm obsessed with improving in my life. You gotta have that motivation. You gotta have that drive in you. And you don't need to wait for motivation to happen because momentum is the greatest motivator. You don't fucking do things because you're motivated. You don't fucking begin because you're motivated. You don't like you don't need to be great to start. You start to be great. Just like that. You don't need motivation to gain momentum. You need momentum to gain motivation. Do you understand that? I'm done wasting my life on like waiting for motivation. Waiting for motivation so that I can do that certain thing. Waiting for motivation so that I can edit for my videos. Waiting for motivation so that I can go on a live stream and record a 35 minute live stream. I'm done for that. I'm done with that. And so are you. Now we understand that momentum is the greatest motivator. We understand that momentum, this spiral momentum, upward spiral momentum, is gained through small wins. And we understand that it may be the smallest, single, most silliest task that you could ever do that could eventually set the trajectory for your life through this upward spiral. Maybe in the future I'm going to talk about how to maintain this upward spiral, because chances are you've been living your life awesome before. You've been motivated, grinding, you've been studying consistently, getting good grades, but then suddenly something happened, and then all of those progress momentum that you have made got fucked up. Maybe life got in the way. Maybe because of Christmas, maybe because of something like that, Durga Puja or something. I'm gonna tell you how to do that in the next live stream. But this live stream was for you to take advantage of the weekends, which of course I added a bit of more knowledge and facts for you with what I've learned. So you like, yeah. Next live stream I'm gonna talk about that and many more. So if you want to learn more from me, subscribe. And if you're wondering where you can have a contact with me, have a call or something, Zoom meeting, then I have a link where you can book a call with me. I'm only taking one person on a call every single week. So every week I'm taking one person. So if you want to be that, save your seat right now. It's every Monday. Pick the time that you like, what you're comfortable with. It's free, totally free. You could like have a quick call with me, you know, just like very quick call depending on what you want, so that I can also see how I can help you with your life and how we can interact. You get it? Whew. What a live stream it was. Amazing, man. If you're watching this video till the end, here is a 5 rupees coin for you. 5 rupees coin, which I've just gained from a picnic. Some balance. So, improve your life one step at a time. Always. See you next time, bro.